rewind, 'cause I was supposed to ask you this after you were talking about your accolades. How influential were your parents in what you became and influencing your life in terms of like, go to college and whatnot? Because for me personally, I did pre-med first and then graduated at CSUN for film. And I wanted to drop out every year. And my dad was like, no, you need that college degree, do it. And I am glad I have it. But looking back, I think I would have taken that time and that money and opened a business. Yeah. So once again, I know this is a loaded question. I'll start with your parents, but your parents' influence on you, and then what do you think about college after having gone to, in my opinion, the best school in the world? Yeah. Do you still agree with it? So go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my parents, I owe them the world. And now I have kids of my own, and I'm observing my parents and parenting in general through a different perspective of now parenting my own kids. And believe me, I have this whole additional appreciation for my parents, seeing how hard it is to raise a child. And my parents really got me. I mean, they loved me unconditionally, which I think is the most important thing. So many problems in the world and people in their development and challenges they have. A lot can be not universally, but a lot can be traced back to just needing somebody to love them unconditionally. And my parents, both of them, were absolutely that. I grew up in a very stable, loving home, and they definitely had me on the path to success from a young age. And it's a great privilege to grow up that way.
Yeah, people underestimate how important that is. Like, whether you're in poverty or you're one of the richest families on the planet, if your parents are a-holes, you're going to kind of have a tough time with life. And I think, can't remember who it was, but the other day they were saying that the most important years are age 1 to 7, and whatever happens at that time will make who you are and your personality the rest of your life. So just to clarify for your parents here, Ben is saying he went to Harvard because you were good parents. So good
That's
job.
right. Yeah. But now, I mean, we try to have that same loving home for our kids at home. And there was actually a night I was driving home from something, and it was a late concert night, and it was like 10 p.m. And I'm just going to sound like I'm shaming people, but I remember seeing people smoking cigarettes and pushing baby strollers, listening to the concerts at 10 o'clock at night. And I remember thinking, how is that child possibly going to be able to grow up and have all the same opportunities that my kids have had, who have been home in bed for 3 hours now and got tucked in and a story read to them, and
are going to school on time and eating their breakfast.
Eating healthy foods for the most part, not always, but I don't know. So much of it is that early education and parenting, and I feel like there should be parenting classes or something, because even my wife and I, who I think we're doing it okay. I remember being home with our firstborn and thinking, the hospital just let us leave with this child. Like, they just let anybody do this.
Just a living being.
Why does this happen? But honestly, my kids, I just want them to do something that makes them happy and hopefully makes the world a better place. I mean, that's a little cliche, but I just want them to be fulfilled, but also know that they have it pretty good right now as kids, and as did I growing up. And when you have all these opportunities, there is a responsibility to use your skills to hopefully make a positive difference. And I'd like to think that's what I've done, but...
You just watched a segment of the show Chasms of the Mind. To see the full episode, click the link below.